This man has a habit every time he plays baseball. Before stepping onto the field, he has to watch his favorite cartoon. Only then can he perform at his peak level. Although Haruka finds this behavior nonsensical, he has no choice but to go along with it to help his best friend Kei recover his memories of baseball. Every day, Haruka borrows a different cartoon from his brother's house. And today, Haruka and Taro brought Kei to the baseball field again. But Kei kept playing on his phone, showing no interest in baseball at all. However, when Taro pulled out a white glove, Kei's expression suddenly changed. But what they didn't expect was that Kei wasn't remembering how to play baseball. He thought the white glove was perfect for impressing girls. Kei believed that if he wore the glove every day, he would definitely be the coolest guy at school. So, to attract girls, Kei immediately picked up a bat and stood on the field. But baseball wasn't as easy as he thought. Even though Haruka slowed the pitch to the slowest speed, Kei still couldn't hit the ball. After many failures, Kei lay back down on the bench, just like before. Haruka realized this approach wouldn't work, so he took the bat and prepared to demonstrate the correct way to swing. Taro was completely shocked by Haruka's moves, and he remembered the difficult training he had gone through. It turned out that it wasn't because he wasn't working hard enough, but from the very beginning, he was far behind the geniuses. Listening to Taro's description, Kei regained some interest in baseball, so Kei started mimicking Haruka's movements and swinging the bat. Even though Kei used all his strength, he still didn't feel as good as Haruka. Now, Kei considered giving up. That's when Haruka realized the key problem. He had forgotten that Kei was a left-handed batter. So, Kei switched his hands, just like Taro had done. He felt it was a bit odd at first, but when he swung the bat, he found it much more comfortable. Taro was amazed at how easily Kei adjusted his stance. It was likely because his body still remembered the movements. Taro thought Kei looked really cool with his new stance, and as he watched Kei swing effortlessly, he once again understood the gap between himself and the genius. Even though Kei had lost his memories of baseball, his natural talent remained unchanged. With just a little guidance, he could easily achieve things that ordinary people could never reach. Finally, Kei hit the ball. Taro watched in awe, feeling an indescribable emotion inside. What he didn't expect was that the sound of the bat hitting the ball caught the attention of two nearby guys. They followed the crisp sound of the hit and arrived at the field. At first, they thought they were seeing things, because the two people on the field were the famous pitching and catching duo, the ones who had shattered their dreams of baseball. Shunpei thought he was just too tired to see properly, and Aoi couldn't understand why Haruka and Kei were there. That's when Kei asked them if they wanted to play baseball. They immediately rejected his offer, but Taro, standing beside them, recognized their identities. These two were also considered baseball prodigies, but both had given up their dreams of becoming professional players after losing to Haruka and Kei. However, they didn't know that Kei had lost his memory of baseball, so, when they saw Haruka and Kei, they both asked the same question. They wanted to know why Haruka and Kei chose to study at a regular high school that didn't have a baseball team. Kei was confused, since he didn't remember them at all, and he couldn't recall ever doing anything to hurt them. Even if he told them now that he had amnesia, they probably wouldn't believe him. So, Kei tried to act confident, but since he was faking it, he didn't expect to start sweating nervously after just saying a few words. This couldn't go on. Kei had to admit the truth. He told them about his memory loss. He assured them he didn't mean anything bad, and begged them not to hate him, or he would lose his appetite and have trouble sleeping at night. Kei asked for their understanding and